Titans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take off with it. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Showtime today, baby.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Going for, got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans.
Number 14.
DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee.
Score, Titans 7, Dolphins 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves out that way. You get a second up.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Taken down and
their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Going deep for Hopkins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Is going to go down. He's sacked. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper in at 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. The 30, past the 20, and he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half, I mean, that just didn't happen. made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They go play action with Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Jalen Hurts, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still? Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jalen Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a throw here to his running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jared Wilson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Mostert. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Complete to Tony Pollard.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down, Tennessee.
He stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On the tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
56, Lynn. 6 right there, 56.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
And it's complete. Henry. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
The pass intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. The 20. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
4 yards.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
To Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second down, Michel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's good.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chunking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He's going to look downfield for Henry, and that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work out it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional 1st down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. That one complete to Hill. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
43-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, they're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off Byron Jones. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29.
That's good.
A big play there for the Dolphins. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
And goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20.
What a play.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted.
So that right there was his 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying? That getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already done that, right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
20 Pollard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Back on the scramble. Dre Kirkpatrick brought him down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
By the wide receiver. Byron Jones brought him down.